We welcome founder of the Taste of the NFL, Wayne Kostroski, 24 years in the making. Let's hear what he had to say with our reporter, Tiana Allen, on the red carpet Party with a Purpose in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Bring us back to how you thought of this concept.
Well, if I take you all the way back to the very beginning in 1992, you and I would be wearing parkas and scarves because it started in Minnesota. And the Super Bowl was coming there, and we wanted to create something new and special. And I was a restaurateur there, still am. And we said, well, how do we do that? How do we, without sounding completely cute, how do we warm things up for guests coming in? I knew chefs all around the country who were also interested in hunger relief, so I made some calls. And every single call I made to the chefs, I said, look, we're going to start this event, we're going to pair a player with a chef, and they said, where's the money go? And I said, 100% will go to food banks, including in your own town. In Chicago, for example, the money's been going for 23 years to the Chicago Food Depository in the name of the Bears. In Atlanta, it goes to the Atlanta Community Food Bank in the name of the Falcons. So this is a national event the night before Super Bowl. It's the hottest ticket at Super Bowl. But the money ends up helping families locally. We've given away enough dollars to create 170 million new meals. That's the astounding thing to me, is the meals that can be created. And by the way, if we weren't doing this, where would those meals come from? So there's a very proud group of players and chefs and volunteers and culinary students here tonight who are very passionate about what we're doing, and hopefully we're going to feed more families than we ever believed we could. And in the Valley here, this is a great place to do it. Me being from Minnesota, it's kind of nice to be outside in January. Well, the first person I made a call to way back then was Wolfgang Puck. I had attended a number of his events with my restaurants, and he does the meal. Back then he was doing the Meals on Wheels at Universal Studios. And I asked him, and I asked some other chefs that were doing hunger organization events as well, and I just wanted some tips and wanted some ideas. And then I started calling the chefs. I may look like a big old linebacker, but I never played football. Shock, right?
Yeah.
But I had a couple football alumni in Minnesota, the Vikings, and I asked them if they call the players. I can call the restaurants and the chefs because I know them all. Me calling a football player, they're going to go, what? So these guys made the call, and I'll tell you what, we had 100% answer, including these chefs. This is amazing. Yeah. These chefs that, Alan Susser from Miami, and these chefs from the Emeril Lagasse from New Orleans, all these southern chefs, asking them to come and spend a few days in Minnesota in January to cook for nothing for thousands of people plus. I thought this is going to be kind of tough. As soon as I said it's 100%, all the dollars is a party with a purpose. The purpose is to give dollars away for food banks to create meals. As soon as I said 100% is there, everyone said we're there. The hospitality industry has great spirit. The focus sometimes in sports also, I know the hospitality side. In sports, sometimes there's so much focus on the bad behavior that some folks and athletes have. Yeah, that's happened, but that's the way it is with anything. But to continually to meet and work with and find this passion that these great players that are helping us tonight, 20 Hall of Famers that are here, could be out signing autographs somewhere else. They're here because they believe in the cause and they believe in their community. Those are the model athletes that everybody needs to take a look at. And when kids are growing up, look at that. It's one thing to perform on the field. It's another thing to make sure you've got a big heart. The key is when you say 100%. There's so many events even here on Super Bowl week. Start counting them up. Yeah. And many of them have a charity tag to them. And I'm not cutting them down. I'm just saying a portion of the proceeds will go to. Yeah. That's good. We try to spend as little as we need to so that we have as much to deliver to the food banks, and we deliver 100% of what our net bottom line is. This year, our goal, and we're going to get it, is going to be at least 1 million new meals again. So we're on track. As of about a year and a half ago, I'm out of the restaurant business. I've had about 10 up there over the last 30 years. Now, my main focus is I have a national bakery, Franklin Street Bakery, and we deliver, prepare and get breads delivered in about 20 states. So that's the business I'm in. I'm still in the hospitality business. The hospitality industry is the greatest industry ever. Yeah. It's a spirit of people coming together to serve you in the restaurant, to welcome you into their home, which happens to be the restaurant. And when it comes to charity, there's nobody better.
Yeah. Well, it really helps you showcase who you are as well too, and giving back. Thank you so much.
Great. Thanks for covering this. You're going to affect a lot of people by doing this. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.